was under the weather. So, hey, the topic tonight is girls who grew up without a father. Do they respect men? Do they let them take the lead? I don't know. Call me at 313-355-6018. Let's talk about it. Let's clear the air. Even though Vic 50 ain't here. This is your girl, Kim. So, my father, my mother and father, they divorced when I was 7 years old. And so you can say I grew up with stepfathers. Did I respect them? No, I did not. Do I currently respect men? Only if they show me that I can respect them because you have to earn respect these days. You can't just give it to anybody. So with that being said, with that being said, hey Roger, how you doing? So with that being said, I really don't respect men unless they make me respect them, unless they show me that they're worth the respect that they need to give. So, like I said, my mom and father, they divorced when I was 9 years old. He was everywhere but in my life. I think that was the cause of me trying to find a father figure in men in my life, or just basically trying to find some kind of guidance in a male figure. I am currently going through a divorce, so that being said, when did I lose respect for my current relationship? I think when the love language changed for me, when he began to display things that was unlike the love language he claimed he had. When you no longer show that the love is there or you respect a woman, if she has worth in herself, she has to walk away from that. She has to evolve into something stronger. She can't let how you mistreat her affect how she see herself. When you can look in the mirror and love who you see, that's priceless. When you can be in a relationship and find peace and tranquility, that's priceless. But most young girls who grow up without a father, we don't know how to relate to real men. We don't know how to relinquish control to a real man for him to be able to lead us and guide us in the direction that we might need to go in. So for me, he gotta earn it. For me, he just gotta earn it. So I need y'all to tap in at 313-355-6018 and tell me, let's clear the air on this. Let's figure out exactly. Yes, let's clear the air and let's figure out exactly, am I right or am I wrong? Because I can't just give a man respect off the top. He gotta earn it. And not that I'm saying I have to be in control of the relationship, but I have to be in control of Kimberly at all times. And you have to show me that I can trust you to lead and guide me, or we ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna keep going in my direction and you're gonna have to go in yours. And I feel like men, especially black African men, we have to be responsible for the seed that we plant. We have to nurture those children. We have to make sure that the girls can grow up and respect another man and let him lead her and let her cover her. Let her be that spiritual guidance. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if a man don't believe in God, I ain't listening to him. If he say he walked away from his faith, if you walked away from your higher power, who leading you? Who guiding you? Who is your guiding star? Who is it, you? And then you make one bad decision after the other? Or when are you going to say, I'm me and this whole big old vast universe is bigger and greater? So let me allow a higher power to guide me. So most men that walk away from their children, they raise other boys who walk away from their children. So it's hard to find that needle in a haystack, that one good man. And then most of us, we get that good man and we don't know how to respect that man because he's soft, or he allow us the freedom that we need, or he's showing us a different kind of love that we not used to because we used to them lames that walk away. So, you know what I'm saying? For me, I just can't do it. You have to earn this respect. So, with that being said, most young girls that I've had encounters with that are raised without fathers, they don't respect men, and they really don't know how to be treated properly by a good man. So I feel like men in society, when you have a child, raise that child. Don't just because you have a bad breakup with the mom, say F the child. That's messed up. Do you know the statistics on children that's raised in United States without fathers is 18 million point three, and that was in 2022. That's sad. How many children out there really need a male figure, really need that guidance, really need somebody to protect them, to teach them how to have a proper relationship? So many people are broken in society, and we need more healing. We need proper guidance, and I'm challenging the men. Step up. Be about it. Don't just make babies everywhere, all over the world, and not take accountability for your actions. You made that baby. Be responsible, especially to the girls. We are going to grow up, be mothers, be wives, be a helpmate to somebody. That's why God took Adam's rib. I want to be somebody's rib, but you got to show me that I am your rib, that you will cover me, that you will protect me, and you will treat me just like I'm your flesh. And most men don't do that. So it's sad. It's truly sad. But like I said, the number is 313-355-6018. You can call in and let's clear it out. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But right now, this is my life experience, and I haven't had a lot of great experience with dealing with men. And it could be because I have a tainted past, because my father, like I said, my mom and my father was divorced when I was 9. So if you ain't got no higher power, no guidance, if you feel like it's okay to beat women, if you feel like it's okay to, like my sister's birthday was yesterday, and for the life of me, oh, excuse me, take this phone call.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? This is Kimberly.
I'm I'm good. This is Valerie. How you doing, Auntie?
Oh, hey, Val. No, we was just kicking about
Hey.
this subject a couple of days ago.
You said what?
We was just kicking about this subject a couple of days ago. Let's air it out.
Yeah, I definitely want to have some commentary on that. I believe that once you're in a relationship with a man, you're trying to figure out whether you, like you said, he can cover you. However, when it comes to a woman being in a relationship with a man and thinking about marriage, I believe that woman is looking for a man to lead her, right? So with that being said, you get what you give out of relationships. If you want me to follow you, you want me to listen to you, you want me to be in the house cooking and doing womanly, wifely things, you have to put out a real man and show me that you're going to take care of the household and things that need to be taken care of. A lot of men don't understand that it's more than emotional. It's more than love. It's communication. It's directing, and you have to do it in a loving way. And a lot of men don't understand that commentary because, yes, they didn't grow up with a father to show love to their mother, to show love to their own wife. And that's what it is. A lot of women that are married and in relationships are being ignored as far as on an emotional scale. So when you put relationships together, you have to know that you are consistently getting to know each other. You have to
Absolutely.
know that you consistently can't jump into a relationship when you're not right yourself, right?
You must be whole
So
yourself before you can
even if
offer
that means
something.
working on it together and figuring out y'all dynamic and how y'all want to run things in y'all household, rather than paying attention to the statistics and how they run themselves.
Well,
I
Valerie,
think that a lot of kids are missing both parents, but I also blame that on some of the mothers because some of the mothers get mad and want to take good men kids away from them and not let them see them and all of this other stuff. That has to stop. That has to stop
wow.
because at this point, it's not about you at all. It's about your child. And
Definitely
if you
about the
want
child.
a a good growing up or a good coming up for your child, you have to bypass your feelings about this individual that you decided to have a baby with. A lot of women are out here are fickle, they're mad, they're upset about not being in a relationship. Of course we want that two parent home. But of course sometimes, people change over time. And that in itself brings, what I'm saying, a little frustration, right? So then we have to think about the kid that is involved, that's seeing this stuff, that is having to grow up in a world with a single parent. Like we as women need to stop that too. So it goes both ways with the child. Because some of these women, they be so mad at the man for either cheating or doing something like to them that they don't even think that, oh, if I don't let him see his daughter or his son, then maybe, what I'm saying, that'll jay him away. It make him feel like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. And that's what a lot of things are going on, especially in Detroit. Women are just they putting their feelings before their kids,
Okay,
and
Valerie,
that
hold
needs to
on.
stop.
Wait a minute. You made so many awesome remarks, but I want to touch base on something you said about as far as the women. You feel like they use their kids as pawns, but what
A
about
lot
them?
of women
But
they
most
do,
men, they
they do.
allow that to happen though. They use that as an excuse not to step up to their responsibilities. If I was a man and that's my child, it's nothing you can do to keep me from being a father to my child. I don't care. You want to be
And
hood rat, you want to do whatever, you want to be real scandalous, then I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to do whatever it takes to be responsible for my kid. I don't care how the woman acting. Like you said, it's about the kid. So that's not an excuse for me.
I don't agree with that because I know a man right now. He's fighting for his kids right now. This woman did call the police on him, put PPO on him. He can't come to the house. He can't see his kids. It's because and she has stated this. You don't want to be with me. You can't be with my kids. And it's his kids too. Some women are vindictive like that,
Yes,
and
they are.
it's a fact. It's a fact. It's not. We can't just blame it on the men because a lot of women play a big role in that. A lot of women do. They're very vindictive. They know how to use the system to their advantage. Half of these women put being on birth certificates and the kids ain't even theirs. Like
Yes.
it's a two-way street for real. It's
Yes, you're
definitely a
absolutely
two-way
right.
street.
But I feel like hurt people, and it's damage across the board. And that's why I promote healing the way that I do because at the end of the day, it's about healing and it's all about the next generation. We didn't mess up our lives. Most of us done jacked it off. And what's left of it, let's be in peace and healing. If you ain't about that, then miss me.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand. I feel like 2024 should be the year of elevation. And
Yes.
if somebody trying to stay stagnant in what they're doing and what they doing and about nothing, then yeah, get away. Go about your business because when a person is stagnant and you're around them and you try to move forward and elevate, what happens is it becomes an agile situation, meaning you have to adjust to that situation, and all in all, in your mind and your heart, you gonna feel some type of way because you know you can do better.
Absolutely, absolutely. But some people like
I
staying in
sat
that.
around a lot of people, and I'm like, nope, I ain't doing this because I
Can't
want
do
to grow,
that.
because I want to elevate, because I want to do things, I want to help people. I don't want to sit stagnant with nobody else and they mess because
Yes.
they can't figure it out. And my thing is, I'll show you how to get out. If you choose to, you have a choice in life. You have a choice to go for it or stay stuck. A lot of people in life they wanna come on their path and to direct their future, and that's a problem. See,
Yes.
we a lot of people in the world have been through traumatic situations in childhood and growing up and stuff. But when are we gonna take the hat off and the goggles and say, you know what, I'm wrong and I know
Yes.
right from wrong and I know what happened to me when I was a kid wasn't right. But guess what? I'm gonna make it better because I gotta make an empire for my kids,
Yes, absolutely.
for me to be safe and feel secure.
It's called
When are we
generational
gonna say that? When
wealth.
are we gonna wake up?
Yes. You know, and
In your adult years, you need to pay attention.
absolutely. Like that remind me, like I was just on a Zoom call earlier with my National Council of Incarcerated Formerly Incarcerated Women and Girl, and they was mentioning the March in April. And I'm really excited about this because it's an opportunity for women to get together and support each other and like have an opportunity to network and heal. It's like there's like if one person asks about a grant and three people start giving them answers about it. That is the type of healing that I'm talking about in 2024. And if you're not on that path, I don't understand. But it's like for these women, for me, it stems back to their childhood. And like one out of three women have grew up without a father. That's a lot of females out there that's real bitter. That's like you said, oh girl, treating your friend. He trying to get his kid and he got to deal with the police and everything. And who want to deal with the popo? Nobody. So
I don't know.
I just feel like we really have to start. It somebody got to be the first to step up, and I feel like the men are the ones that's
Well,
supposed to lead, so they should start taking care of their kids. And the women, yeah,
but
the bitter
this
they
is
might
my
be.
thing. I see. This is my thing. A lot of people, including me, have went through traumatic situations, and if we stay stagnant and focused on our past with one foot in the past and one in the future, if we keep looking back in our rear view, we are not going to heal. Healing starts with yourself. First of all, people need to get into therapy. Therapy is
Absolutely,
in a black community. In a black community,
it's
therapy is
frowned
a vile
upon.
word for some reason. But people need therapy these days. They need therapy because they need help for real. But at the end of the day, when we talking about incarceration and reentry, that's a whole different topic.
We're not gonna talk
Because
about
you know
that,
what?
baby. That's
It's
a
a
whole nother
whole
show.
different thing. And you know, I can go for hours
Yes,
on reentry and the organizations and things like that. It's no unity in that. It's no unity. And that's the problem. We have no unity in reentry, but without reform, there is no reentry.
yes,
And
yes.
that's another traumatic situation, actually. Going to prison is another whole nother ball, a whole nother world inside of a world. And people need to know that that does cause trauma. It does cause PTSD. It does cause
Yes,
anxiety. It
absolutely.
does cause depression. And people need help. You need to go see a psychiatrist,
That's why I
a
spread,
therapist.
I
And
rock
you need to
Daniel's
get that
law.
because if you don't, it's going to be taken out on the whole world. And you're going to miss your blessing.
Well, I mean, like I said, hurt people, but you must allow someone to reach the conclusion that they are broken so they can reach. Because some people feel like they just fine and you the one that's messed up. They feel like they bullshit is smelling like roses and you the one that stink and you going through everything and they'd rather spread your mess than fix they broken house. So, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, but I don't buy the saying hurt people. Because I've been hurt a tremendous amount of times. And I don't hurt people. I try to help people. It's a thing. It's a saying that it's one that my therapist told me. She said, you can go two ways. You can be the messed up person that somebody ever met, or you can be the best friend, the best sister, the best auntie, the best mother, the best wife you could ever be. But it's a choice to stay in your mess. It's an understandable point. It's a choice. Hurt people don't hurt people. Hurt people don't know a way to not to go about their life being hurt. But if you listen, if you get some help, if you seek that help, then you won't be hurt because you will have an understanding. The Bible says our people perish because they lack knowledge. Okay?
Yes.
So this is the thing. The knowledge is we need help. We need therapy. We need to talk to somebody. And the problem with the Black community is they go to therapy and they sit across from somebody and be like, you don't know what I've been through. When you walked a mile in my shoes, then you can tell me. That's why I am big. I am very big on a big brother, big sister program as far as re-entry, women and men coming out. That's why I am, because people been out for years. You know what I'm saying? You know how you felt the weeks and months you've been out, then you know you can't help somebody else. But people have no unity. They don't have no care for other people. And that's what it is. Hurt people, I don't believe in that saying, hurt people, hurt people, because you can make a decision. It's a decision to hurt people.
Absolutely.
It's a decision, a choice.
But heal people
because when I think about my pain and what I've been through, I don't want nobody else to go through that. Ever. Ever. So I would rather help a person than hurt them. Because the feeling is awful. And some people, they sit in their floor, in the middle of their floor right now, deciding if they want to live or die. You never know what a person is going through.
Yes,
so with that being said, you have to. It's an imperative that you be kind, that you be real, that you be loyal, that you be, that you have a certain level of understanding and respect for other people. But what you put out, it shows how you feel about yourself.
Well, Val, I feel like you the co-host for the night, baby. So you've been preaching, but we have been like in deep conversation for the last couple of days. And, I feel like, we both elevate each other all the time. So I really relate to what you're saying as far as you don't buy into hurt people, but I feel like you were hurt and now you healed. And so you about healing. So when you were hurting, you did some hurtful things because it landed you in incarceration. So in a way, it's kind of true.
See, and that's not true. That's not true. It's not true. See, that's the thing. That's not what landed me in incarceration. What landed me in incarceration is being loyal to somebody I thought I loved, and that was my sister. That's what led me to incarceration. I got a 2nd-degree murder charge for a person I didn't kill.
Wow. And
I went on a robbery to pick somebody up, to take them to the hospital, and it turned into a brutal murder. That's what happened. See, it wasn't me hurting nobody. It was me helping somebody. I can't stand for a man to see a man put his hand on a woman.
Me either.
And that's what led me into incarceration. See, my loyalty knows no bounds with people. My love knows no bounds. If I love you, if I'm loyal to you and I respect you and I call you my family. If I call you my friend, you my family. And I'm going to go over and beyond for you because that's the type of person I am. I don't know how to be no other way. Now, as far as me healing, I'm still in that process because I've had years upon years of trauma that won't go away overnight. However, I do feel like people have hearts. They bleed like I bleed, men included. It's men out here been raped and beat and all kinds of stuff. You would never know because they don't open up. Those type of men are shut off. Wow. You know, and it takes the right type of person to, you know, indulge and try to understand them where you don't know who is who and who been through what.
Hold on, wait.
But let me tell you, like I said,
I need when
before
I heard you lose that thought, Val, I need you to correct something for me because I need a clear understanding. So what you're saying is that these men that I feel is hard or closed off, I need to just take my time to get to understand that they've been traumatized as well. But why they come off so hard, like they don't really give no fuck. So if they act like they don't give no fuck, you gotta keep it to moving.
They don't trust. So they're going to come off hard as a rock, as a turtle shell. They're going to, but inside, they're broken and they don't know how to express that. Men are less expressive than women. We can express ourselves in different ways that we feel. Why? Whereas men are closed off to the emotional state, and in a black community and black and brown community, men have been taught they can't cry, they can't feel, they can't do none of that, and all of that is bullshit. Excuse me, but all of that is bullshit.
Yeah, true.
But yes, I am saying exactly that. I see, that's exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta take time with people because once you up and pop leave so soon or like, oh, I can't deal with this bullshit, which we have a habit of doing. You know what I'm saying? They already, in their head, they thinking, I already knew this wasn't the one. Like, but you got to understand, just like you've been through stuff, men have too. They have too. They just don't show it like we have. We wear our feelings on our skin, in our face, in our eyes. Some men are so damaged out here because they have stuffed and stuff and stuff, and they don't know how to. They don't trust nobody. It takes longer for a man to trust somebody, a woman to tell her that I've been raped. I was molested while I was growing up, from the ages of 5 to 14. How hard do you think it is for a man to say that he was raped?
That's deep. I hadn't even really. I guess I've been so hard, and that goes to the point of the whole topic in itself. It's like I grew up without my father, so it's very hard for me to relate or to even begin to see like that they may even have feelings, because either you be about it. I'd rather for a man to talk because I'm not really used to them having feelings, no way, or I'm assuming they don't because of my father. Really, I ain't feel like he cared about nothing but himself. So that was my feelings.
So I'm gonna piggyback on that. I grew up without a mother, and I grew up without a father. But I was so angry at my mother for not coming and get me because I grew up in foster care.
Okay.
But when I got to prison, when I was 21 years old, I realized by going through AA classes and NA classes, though I wasn't addicted to anything, didn't drink, didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But being in there, listening to those women with kids addicted to crack cocaine, whatever they were addicted to, I understood better where they was coming from, because now I sat in a seat and I wasn't looking from the outside in. I was looking on the inside in, and that's when I found peace with my mother and was able to forgive her because I understood. I don't know what led her to crack cocaine or heroin. I don't know. I don't know. But I now then I figured it out. Then I started asking the right questions. Ma, what happened to you? Why did you start doing this? She said, well, I was raped by my brother. My mama didn't care. She
Wow.
didn't even care enough to give me birth in the hospital to where I get a birth certificate. I was beat by my siblings. Like she went further and further, and I can only say, wow,
Wow.
wow, because you never know what that man went through. You never know what that woman went through,
You
and
absolutely
that's why
right.
I say communication is big in a relationship. Because on the contrary, when you having when a man feel like he's comfortable with you and he can talk to you, then those things it's gonna come out in the wash. It's gonna come out. Babe, I've been raped. I was beat. I was left in the basement for 2 years, tied to a pole,
I
no
can't
food, no
imagine
water,
hearing that
things
from a
like that.
man.
So yes, just like you've been through trauma and things like that. So you come off harder than uh society will say a
You
real
really
a
just gonna
woman is
tell people
supposed to
that?
come off.
You really gonna tell
We're
people
looked at
that?
as aggressive. We
Excuse
looked at
me,
as
ma'am. Are
aggressive.
you really just gonna
But see,
tell
that's
everybody
what
that? I think they gonna
I'm,
edit
I,
that part out. They gonna edit that, ma'am. You can't be telling people that. But we
what?
is airing it out, and even though Big 50's not here, we gotta keep it 100. So, I ain't. You speak your truth, baby. I ain't gonna stop you.
You said I can't tell people what?
Yeah, I'm saying speak your truth. I'm not gonna stop you from being truthful because I'm 100. So tell the truth. Tell it like it is. It's aired out.
Well, I am, and that's how I feel. At the end of the day, we need conversation, communication in these relationships to know where you been, where you came from, and this conversation should be had before even a relationship or a marriage should ensue. Because you don't know the person you laying down with. You don't know. You don't know if his dad was a mass murderer. He took him on rides to do the murder with him. You just don't know where people
Yeah.
been and where they trauma stem from. So when you take the time to constantly get to know your spouse, your mate, that's when you can figure out if you can make a home and you can make a home.
Oh no, I'm gonna be needing to know all that before I make a commitment next time because I ain't doing all that. I apologize. Can't do it. I'm gonna be needing to know all the hidden secrets before I commit. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be single. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes.
I mean, that's left up to you. You know what I'm saying? You can be single, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Every human being on earth wants love.
Yeah, I ain't said I wasn't gonna be without. I ain't gonna be without love, my baby. I'm gonna have love. I'm just not gonna be in a committed monogamous relationship with anyone. That's what I'm saying. I'm just not.
And I also want to touch back to the behavior in the household. The behavior in the household is what your children will display.
Yes.
Period. So
And my
you gotta watch how you talk, how he talk, how they talk around your children.
absolutely.
And then you wondering why you getting called to school because your kid didn't cuss the teacher off in a whole sentence of cuss words but can't spell none of them. And you wonder where they get it from.
My baby better not be
And then these
cussing.
kids need to stay off the internet all day. Phones, internet, tablets, all that. That's garbage. If you don't let the internet raise your kids.
I know my baby been practicing her sight words for the last 2 days. She been out of school because of the weather. Thank you. It's okay. I had no
I'm
anxieties about her
speaking in
being
general.
gone, so I'm all right.
I'm speaking in general. I'm speaking to every
I
man and
know.
woman with a kid.
I know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've had that discussion because of the videos and stuff that Jay was watching on YouTube that was like making her have nightmares. She went from sleeping by herself to not wanting to sleep by herself no more. So you do got to be mindful of the videos. And then YouTube, you be trying to block certain things and it just be too much. And yeah, like I said, is it harder now? Do I feel like I'm repeating a cycle, about to raise another girl without a father? Yeah, but hopefully
Well,
she be
it's
in her
not.
father
Well,
relationship.
I believe that the person you had your baby with, I believe that he will be present. I
Yes,
just believe that because I know that he loves his daughter.
absolutely, without a doubt. I never take that away. I just don't feel what I need, so it's out. It's out season, and it's not.
And that's
No,
okay,
and
but at least you
let me
still,
hold on.
at
Let me
least you
make this
still,
clear. Hold on. Let me make
though
this
you
clear.
feeling a way or feeling some type of way towards him, at least you still let him see his baby. So that is neither here nor there.
I don't have no negative ill feelings towards him. I'm just done. I've been done for a while. I don't have any negative ill feelings. I wish him nothing but the best. As a matter of fact, shoot, I wish he find a wonderful woman that can give him all the things of his dream and he be have an ideal mate because I don't have no hatred in my heart for him or nobody else.
But
Anybody is an ex is an
but
ex. I
also
move on.
sometimes you gotta teach people how to treat you.
Yeah,
You
true
you
that.
really do. Just sometimes you gotta teach people how to treat you, and that's what a lot of us lack. We don't know how to teach people how to treat us. We just know how we want to be
When
treated.
you instilling your trauma and you feel like you over it and you don't realize you've been triggered, sometimes you regress back because I know I do. I kind of regress back to that child that was victimized by people that should have knew better. So, and then I either fight or I kind of be timid. And now it's to the point where I just be like, I'm gonna give you a hard pass because the consequences is gonna be too much for me to pay, and I have a child, and all I gotta do if I leave, who gonna protect her? Who gonna make sure the monsters don't find her from up under her bed? I gotta do that. I gotta stay on watch. So I don't care. I don't give a fuck about nobody's opinion or nothing else. I'm gonna protect my kid first, and I can't be not with her.
And that's okay. But you also gotta give the other parent a chance to be a parent too, and parent the way he knows how too.
I'm never gonna stop him from being a parent, my baby. That's never gonna happen.
I never said that.
Yeah.
I said you have to give him a chance to parent the way he know how to.
He's a first
You
time
can't just
dad,
be
just
both
like
parents. You
he's a
can't be the
first
mama
time
and the
dad. He
dad.
ain't got no parenting skills. He good. He learning just like I am.
You said what?
He a first time dad. He learning just like I am. You know what I'm saying? We both gonna make
Yeah,
some
and it's
mistakes.
gonna
I'm
be
good
some
on that.
hiccups. There's gonna be some mistakes. There's gonna be some stuff you don't agree with. However, you gotta let stuff fall where they may. But at the end of the day, the whole focus is your daughter.
Absolutely. That's my only focus. That's the only for me, that's the only like mutual thing that a respectful thing that we have to continuously be in communication about. For me, you know what I'm saying? I love my kid and there's nothing I won't do for her. So I'm gonna make sure
I
we
know.
co-parent in a way that's gonna be conducive to my baby's future. Cause I'm 53 years old, and at the end of the day, my life is almost over. Hers is just beginning, and I owe it to
Girl,
her
you
to
don't
give
know
it to
that.
her. Girl,
You can live to
I
a
got
million
what
years old.
maybe
Who knows to the
I
world?
maybe got what
You never
30,
know how long
35
God
years in
got for
me.
you.
I may got 30, 35 years in me. I'm gonna live them years up, but you know, Jay is 5, so you know I gotta take care of. I gotta make sure that when I die and Kyra got to take over her sister, you know, she right. I raised a good kid,
Uh, if,
so
if the guy never had training, then you know you gonna need it for
okay.
sure.
I must go back to the topic at hand. I strongly feel like men, especially the black men, should be responsible for the seeds that they plant. They should be more in tune to their kids. They should be more active in their lives. And yes, the women who want to try to use their kids as fine, they need to kill that. But they need to find some kind of sisterhood. They need to maybe get with you or somebody, kick it, figure out how to let all that negativity go and just think about how to put the kid first. Because at the end of the day,
And that's okay. I
it's for
offer
them.
mentoring. I offer mentoring for free of charge.
Nah, we gonna have to get paid. It's about the bag in 2024 too.
I mean, I understand that, but some people ain't got the money to pay for a mentor or a life coach or something like that. Like, I'm here for those.
Okay, well,
Because I
I've been
remember I
there.
only had sisters and I needed somebody to help me, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no toys in my pocket.
Well, you know what helping has gotten me. So the last time I helped, I got burnt. So I'm a little shy
But
right
that's the
now.
thing, you gotta ask God to send you the people that He needs you and wants you to help. Because a lot of people ain't for help. They for usage.
No, I
They
recently
use
learned
people.
that. I recently learned that there are people that's designed, that's in your life, that's strictly there just to destroy you or try to take you down, to just take away your peace. You know, I didn't really believe that. As much as I have faith in God, I don't know why I just was selling the devil short. I don't know, was it because I felt like he can't beat my God, but he still got power. You know what I'm saying? And if you open the door or crack, he gonna slip in. And you have to
And that's what
acknowledge
I was
it
about
is
to
people
say. The
around you
devil
that's
only has
designed
power
just to
to
get you.
allow him to have power. But at the end of the day, we have learned so many lessons in life that, you know what I'm saying, we don't pay attention to the lesson being in front of us. And sometimes, a lot of times, we blame the devil for stuff that the devil ain't do. But it's from our own, not thinking. The devil ain't responsible for everything. Sometimes it's us.
Well, you know,
People gotta learn.
we have talked so much. It's about to come to the end of the show. Thank you, Val, for calling in, chopping it up, clearing the air. I hope 50 really enjoyed her video shoot. When I saw her on Zoom, she looked phenomenal. So, you know, me being a vice
Who?
president, I have to step in when I can, you know, to make sure everything keep going smoothly for the Godmother's touch. So tune in next week. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a blessed week.
I love you.